blast. It threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulchre, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak of beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line and initial it twice.
Hello. I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcane and PAX. I am also a Minifest Hereward Drawn CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I'm Jerriford K. Horcrims, your internet friend, and I am here to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. To my right, Dragonborn Narcissist, Dinar Blitzen.
Whoa!
The crowd's going wild for the podcast.
Is it the crowd?
You said friend in 2 straight sentences.
I'll choke you to death. To the right of my right.
Should edit that.
To the right. It's live!
We'll fix it in post.
Cut it, you fucking piece of
We gotta cut it in camera. Go.
Anyway, to the right of my right, repping the natural world, walnut, dawn grass, craw.
Craw. It me. No, we're done.
Right.
The end. Bird's dead. You killed it.
Something happened. Birds are very fragile, especially their necks. That's what I heard. I don't know that personally. I just heard about that. To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie B. Singer.
Hello? Who is it? That's a weird one.
Yeah.
It's like
Let's unpack that later.
As a thinker.
Yeah, if we could.
Yeah.
I mean, ordinarily we would have a full half an hour of table talk to really penetrate some of these mysteries.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It's a happy Valentine's Day show. Happy Valentine's Day. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist.
Nope, it's mist.
Emerging as though from a mist shroud. Cthulhu Drow! Yay! There he is over here.
Come here, you. I saw you get one also.
All right, now.
All right.
When it's already like this.
Yup. I just laughed.
Oh no, I support.
Why do you hate fun?
I'm saying,
You know? Why don't we get into that?
because this is my novel. I've invited you to be a part of it.
It's true.
No, it's fine. It's our novel.
That's nice of you, though.
Well,
Did you hear it? He admitted it.
it's our novel.
I know. It took 2 years, but we got him
Now,
there.
What, the thank you? Yeah.
well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, then last we saw our heroes. They were sailing, so to speak, into a strange and ancient city. But even the mode of their travel was strange in its way. Would anyone in the class like to tell me what the mode of conveyance was? Rosie Beestinger.
Coriander turned into some kind of sand boat. And
That's right.
she's mysteriously large enough to hold all of us and
That's true.
Clark Moore.
That's true. Only because it was rad. But is there anything in particular going on with Coriander right now, like motivation wise?
Yeah, she senses that there is something to feast on.
She's
nearby.
only interested in magic items now. So
She
Better
hungry.
foods.
yeah, she hungry, and we're not allowed to use the magic items. We just feed them to our horse now.
Yeah.
It's like
What
the
little
gold-
ones we get.
Yeah, we got a gold sink. That's a gold sink, but now we got a magic item sink. Like we got a
Yeah.
whole treasure load. Come on, man.
No,
There's
listen.
some stuff left over from season 1 that has never been dug into.
Yeah, that jar of eyeballs.
To munch.
I mean, you feed it one eyeball at a time, you're good.
I'm afraid of opening the jar.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. We've all read Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. A lot of
We
eyeballs.
better all have read more.
A lot of eyeballs in there. My favorite
Foe.
tome. Yeah, when it comes to foes, right.
How can I pick just one?
So
Which foe are you?
there was. Yeah, it's like this is an incredible.
Like BuzzFeed is.
Oh yeah,
gonna
exactly.
say, yeah.
Listicle. So
Trainers hate foes.
when we, as we re-enter this scene, there was one detail that I mentioned, but then the camera moved away to another realm. We didn't have a chance to explore it further, but I did describe very specifically tendrils. You may recall the tendrils.
Well, this desert is haunted as hell.
Dude, this is haunted AF, as they say. And indeed, these whispering tendrils, even now, have begun to reach out in the wake of billowing sand behind this novel new configuration for Coriander. I would love to have some perception rolls, because that will determine the sorts of things that you can do.
21.
21 Savage.
Get ready one for this shit.
Yuck.
Wow.
17. Hey, wow, that's a rare hit for him.
14, so not fancy.
I got a 5.
It's less.
Yeah.
It's less.
I think it's because I'm focused on.
Yeah, you're focusing.
ahead.
You're focused on the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yep,
You're looking off
yep.
into the horizon.
That's right. I'm not worried about what's behind it.
Or
the
the
next-
present. Don't dwell on the present. That's what they say. No.
What's the next challenge? So, Prince Blitzen, you take a quick look back, and just completely dispassionately, just a fact, just a interesting thing to note. There are a host. Host is any number larger than 100.
Yeah. Hostess. They're snack cakes.
Yeah, there's
Snack cakes?
Imagine a dark snack
Twinkies?
cake. No, but imagine that. Imagine that racing and even dipping below the sand at times are a host of tendrils that are reaching up even from the sand, trying to get a grip.
Oh.
Do I see that also?
It depends. It depends on how forthcoming your lizard friend is here.
I
Yeah.
got a really good perception.
Yeah, you had a good
I had a better one than he did.
21?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dog.
You know exactly what it is, but you're taking it more seriously.
Oh, okay.
I just would nonchalantly. Wouldn't even tell you guys. I would tell, like,
Kevin.
Clarkmore?
no, we're not talking, Kevin and I.
May,
I'm still mad about that level 2.
may I suggest? Oh, you.
Yeah, I would just tell Clark more, but I would say it out loud so you hear it. I'd be like, oh, that shit.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, as,
Nudge him, get a little of that.
as having a not great but moderate perception roll, Cthulhu, I'll go tendrils. It's like, does anybody get? The Memory of Tendrils.
Yeah.
Rosie
By
wants to turn
Calvin
and get a
Klein.
No, I
little.
was just going to say the new scent from Cthulhu's Drive.
When I see this, I want to touch the rim of the boat. What would you call it?
Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah, the rim.
It's the boat rim.
It's
Whoa.
the boat rim.
Nice. That's where the nerve endings
And
are.
I'll do enhance ability and give Coriander Cat's Grace, which would be
Ooh.
advantage on dexterity.
Oh,
And then I say something.
Me, wow.
Fly, you fool. No one's ever said that.
No, that's really good. That's I'm not.
Yeah, write that
Do you mind?
down.
Do you mind if I write that down?
Fly, you fool.
Cat's Grace.
it's like, dodge, you boat.
Dodge you boat. Yes,
Fly,
exactly.
Fly you food? Is that what
Yeah,
it was?
fly you food.
Because she's going toward food.
Yeah.
I love it.
Perfect.
Here. So, almost in a choreographed manner, they begin to reach and bind together. And as they've done so, they begin to lash themselves against the side of the boat. Coriander deftly, so as I've described her before, capacious interior, all the laid Bluetooth, everything one expects from a vaguely copper.
Literally a blue tooth.
A tooth. It's not blue teeth, right?
No.
It's what one expects in the finer artifact, horse boat, interstellar weapon.
Heated seats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And she, as I've described before, the two blades actually have a kind of sail in them. She collapses one quickly on the left side and then sweeps down through this black, this rope that's been formed of these tendrils, and it slices clean through it. Let's see what happens on the right side.
She nasty. She know.
Oh, no, yeah, she knows what's up. So on this side, the blade goes down, and almost as though...
Nice.
Nice. Valentine's Day episode, everybody. Almost as though having learned from recent history, is able to deftly dodge and then wrap around the base of the... Are you good? You good?
She's trying to be sneaky.
Listen, it wasn't, though.
Yeah. You've taken me entirely out of this.
Start over.
Start over.
All right.
All I can see is that remote and crawling, and I don't know where I am.
The crawling was the normal part.
Yeah.
It has deftly avoided the slash of the blade, and then wrapped and knotted itself around the base of the blade, something like a shoulder or elbow. Is this also working for you somehow? Your appetites are robust.
No, I just have an allergy.
Got an eye twitch.
Yeah.
And
Stress.
as it wraps around and pulls itself taut, the entire contents of the boat are snapped out, almost so cracked at the end of a whip.
Ooh.
So Coriander tips up on the side, and I need... so baby wizard, or adult wizard.
Yeah, a big boy wizard.
Big boy wizard.
So we don't call them saving throws anymore, do we?
We do.
Saving rolls.
Is it okay?
It says saving throw right on the
saving
sheet.
throws. Yeah,
Really?
That's fine.
Dinner rolls.
Every time I ask for saving throws, I always think I'm doing it incorrectly.
No, you're doing it exactly right.
Is it
Jerry.
okay?
It's okay, babe.
Well, I don't know.
all right.
It's just I don't want it to get back to Mr. Crawford.
So,
No,
what
I
are we
tell him
rolling?
everything.
Yeah, what are we rolling?
Dex?
Dex.
This is what I would like. I would like a dex saving
Strength?
throw, but if you can come up with a crafty way to make it look like you intended to do this, or could maybe mount a serious challenge at a junior varsity acrobatics type meet, I'd love to hear about that as well.
All right.
15.
Can I
16.
Nice.
can I use charisma to talk to Clarkmore?
Touch your legs.
Yeah, to convince my body to do what I want.
Kevin could maybe push off if you talk to him.
Yeah. I could
make up
use
with Kevin.
charisma to talk to both Kevin and Clarkmore, and as a 3-team tandem,
Trandom.
triandem.
This is like a world's greatest type thing where it's like you're gonna go on the it's like a routine. The three of you
Yeah.
worked out together.
The aristocrats.
All right, fine, I'll just roll dex.
Yeah.
You got this. Big money.
Hey, that is
That's
big
not
money.
bad.
That's a 21.
Dang, dude.
I got plus 2.
I didn't do it yet. I'm gonna take advantage on this boy.
Do it.
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
I didn't even think.
Hey.
All right.
Not bad.
13.
Is that yeah?
Oh.
And yeah. All right.
17.
17. All right. Not bad.
My dex roll was the lowest.
I want to land on Clarkmore. Well, 21.
Hands up.
Just
So it basically, like I said, at the crack of a whip, this thing snaps on the edge, and basically just like you're trying to empty an ice tray, the entire party is flung out into this hot sand. At 21, you got the shoulder on there. I'll let you pull yourself up on the rest of the back.
21. This is like Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man catching all the food on the tray. This is like Clarkmore, Dinar, Kevin. Sword flies out. I catch it.
What else is flying out of your
Others, so
pockets?
whatever. Yeah, I grab Rosie. Grab Rosie with the other hand.
So how are you going to do it, Walnut Dawn Grass?
I do a single somersault and then do that like skid on the
In the
ground
sand?
and like turn around. I got like my sword out all of a sudden.
Ooh.
I'm facing those tendrils, those dark
Just in
tendrils.
case?
Yeah.
What do you got, Mr. Draub?
What was the number to beat? So I mean, I jumped off, but it's nothing fancy. I think I just fly off, actually plunge into the sand, and then pop up like a buoy or like a kickboard that you hold underwater, and it just bounces up. It just like man.
Very good.
That's fine. I mean, give me the Rosie story.
Oh, I allow myself to be caught by Dinar.
Hey.
And then I'm like, we planned it.
Yeah.
And I give you a little high five. We both go like this.
Yeah. You high five Kevin.
Yes.
You whiff me to hit Kevin.
Kevin is out here. Is it low? Like a little bit lower or high?
It's a low five.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So, there is a tremor you can feel in the sand below, and Walnut, you think that you're standing on something like just underneath this sand. You think you're standing on something like a street.
Okay.
As I suggested before, you can now look almost. Imagine that there's like a valley between sand dunes, but the sand itself is running out almost as though through a sieve or an hourglass. Like it's like being wicked away somehow. You don't know to where, but it is it's just a progressive revelation of this city that was apparently just beneath the sand itself. But your feet are actually on something solid, an ancient cobble. But to the left and right of this, erupting from the sand itself, you can see first a glossy black stinger.
Great.
And then as two pincers reach up, they bodily pull the rest of them out. Imagine they're pulling themselves up out of a pool almost. And you can see that the way they have arranged their business on the backs of these massive scorpions, perhaps 15 feet in length.
Whoa.
Like a car.
Yeah.
Like a car, except a bug. A poisonous car bug. Think about it.
I'm thinking about
Yeah. Valentine's Day.
It's like that.
So, but there is almost like a. This is just some throwback. Oh, they're throwing up the crab emote. They got the just to have a throwback to the Dark Sun game. Imagine that there is something like a chitinous, almost a shield, like a wind shield.
Chitinous carapace.
Exactly, a chitinous carapace right above the back of the sort of glossy eyes, and then from underneath here you can see that people have hidden their bodies inside them, and they pull themselves out.
What?
So it's as though they travel below, underneath this.
Under that plate.
Exactly.
Nice.
And so,
windshield.
so they are on both sides of this street, and their rapid approach to the party, at least to my mind, signals that we need to roll initiative.
What is this street situation? Does it feel like a street, or does it just look like a desert?
No, you think that this is something like the...
Whoa!
Damn, Shadow Council, may our labors please you. Your servant, Rosie, has delivered you a boon. It is still, it's a dark tidings, of course, but a $20 gift certificate to the store. But this is
Dark tidings.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine a dark tidings. So, but the truth is that this is probably a timely moment to get it, because you could get a Shadow Council pin.
Yeah, I saw people who've been tweeting their pictures. God, they're
Yeah,
so cool.
it's because the design team fucking murdered it. But that is the that is the story. So when you were looking out, even as this is happening, that process of sand flow has revealed more of this city, and you can see now before you. Walnut is standing on something like a flat ground.
Interesting.
It has actually the sand has been pulled away even from between the stones, and you can see that the earth dips in front of you, but it goes down into what looks like a main thoroughfare of a place that has been preserved in a way beneath that dune.
Preserved in a way that's functional?
No, you don't see anybody working here. whatever bizarre might have functioned in this place in times past. It isn't magical in that way, but nothing has touched any of it. It has just been sort of entombed there.
Okay. And do I see anything about these writers?
You can see as much as you like.
What do I see?
These are two of them. It'd be difficult to. Their mode of dress is hyper practical. It'd be hard to know much about whatever was inside this garb.
Okay.
But there is their mouths are covered by a thick red sash, and they have something almost like an alchemical goggle that they wear just above it.
Do they look like they're about to attack us?
They are definitely skittering towards you,
Okay.
even as we speak.
All right.
All right, so hook me up on the numbers. I know that Rosie Beestinger did quite well.
23.
20.
That's also
13.
pretty awesome. That's good.
In some countries, it's the best number.
I like 13.
8.
It's today.
It's today. Today's the 13th. Special day.
Yeah. Valentine's Day.
All right.
Good.
I'm disappointed in you, Scorpions. I had high hopes.
Wow. How far away are they?
Right now, 15 feet.
Okay. Fastball special?
I was thinking that.
You ready? Is it time?
I'm way at the bottom of
Oh,
the.
that's true, yeah.
Where do we stand on the rest scenario? Because I'm still showing that I'm
Yeah.
We
I'm
haven't rested.
Yeah,
haven't.
I'm at 30 out of 63 hit points.
This
all
is
right.
great
I'm
news.
burned. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm not damaged.
I'm
but
good
I've
on
got
I'm good on health, but I've got I'm missing spell slots.
Power.
same.
I'm bad on health and no wild shapes.
Oh boy, this is terrible.
Well,
Okay, so we're all kind of exhausted. So Rosie I'd look around the party and see like we're all a little bit raggedy, right?
Yeah.
And so I think what I would do is jump off and try to like I want to disable one of these riders.
One of these
but
stingers?
I don't want to cause any damage, but I just want to like deliver some kind of
Message.
yeah, like to jump from where I am to do like a monk jump
A display.
and to ooh, I like that
I mean,
idea.
that's actually what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
This is like classic movie stuff.
Yeah.
Where the idea is to say, this is what a hard motherfucker I am. How
Right.
bad do you want
I'm the guy
to
with
engage
the sword,
with this?
Yeah.
I'm the guy with the sword in Raiders when Indiana Jones pulls out the gun. That's basically what I want to do. So
Yeah.
I want to jump off and in front of these scorpions and just do like a bunch of spins with the staff and like put up my hand as a stopping motion.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was getting really intimidated there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't hit me.
All right, so here, so intimidate is a real skill.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah, and listen, it's a skill. It's a great skill in
It is.
5e.
It is.
It's a great skill in 6e.
It's true. God damn it, Jerry. All right. Oh, it's a 21.
hey.
That is
Yeah.
quite good.
Thank you. I have a skill of intimidation.
One of them, you can see on the left, the scorpions don't take any particular interest in this.
Of course. It's not for them.
Yeah, it's
If I wanted to intimidate them, they'd be intimidated.
Intimidated a scorpion. It's a totally different dance.
Very different dance.
Yeah. You gotta work. You gotta work.
Wave the butt around.
You gotta work. You gotta work a pincer in
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
And you have to imply a tail,
Yeah.
right?
Well, unless
Yeah.
They don't have very good vision. So yeah, you do okay.
But
Scent based. A lot of farting.
but it looks like one of them is about to remove their mask, and as they do so, the other charges forward, and this one barks like something like a surprise and concern at the other.
woof.
And
They're
they
dogs.
rush forward. Yes,
They
that's
rush
right.
forward?
They're hounds. So only one of them does, and the other one seems perturbed by the fact.
Okay.
Cthulhu, you're out.
Ooh yeah.
Look at me and
Wait,
say
so
that.
there's
it's right
there's
here.
how many are there total?
2.
Okay, there's 2.
It's plenty. Trust me.
Oh, I'm talking about those dudes on there. These
Those dune dudes.
These sword brandishers.
Oh yeah.
So there's 2 dudes, 1 scorpion? Or were they each in a scorpion?
Each riding a scorpion.
Okay.
just like the video we all remember.
I know.
One
Happy
scorpion
Valentine's
is
Day.
holding
No.
2 guys and is threatening us with them.
No, there are 2 riders and 2 scorpions.
Now I'm going to try something I haven't tried yet on one of these riders.
For Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful thing. Do you, I want to do the one who is still about this fight, the one
Yeah.
charging up. I never cast friends before.
Ooh.
I never made a friend before
So brand.
like this.
I love it.
And component, a small amount of makeup is applied to the face as part of this cast.
Okay, what makeup are you applying?
Big old powder puff.
Very.
And then
Looks like this black
like-
dust.
A powdered
Blue
wig
dust.
has to be like a French aristocrat.
yeah, this will impress them. Yeah. So what does it do? It's just an advantage on all charisma checks. Doesn't make them into my friend.
He didn't.
But now do
You didn't read the spell
use a
description.
skill.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You just like the name.
When the spell ends, they realize they use magic. Yeah, and then they get mad. Right.
So this is essentially charm person?
It doesn't do a goddamn thing.
No. They just slightly like him a little bit.
This is not friends.
If he talks.
It's worthless. But I still do it. It's like I got some bad advice.
I like that you grabbed that spell just because of the name. And you didn't read it at all till just now.
It was also recommended to me, and I
of
thought.
the name.
See, I thought it was closer to that. It works in an RP setting, not in a combat setting.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, where's this night gonna lead us?
you have a flexible yoga master
Well,
and a
okay.
dungeon master.
and
This is-
entitled him.
So the question is,
Like
what
entitled.
at this point, somebody charging?
Yeah.
What,
This is the best.
what could I work a charisma check against?
Please don't.
Let me consider it.
Eh.
Yeah, that's one.
I love this. This
in-
makes me so happy.
In character, this is you like rooting through your makeup bag, just trying to find like the right
This is
the mascara.
okay.
Maybe
So
Guys, get a real red cheek.
a lot of bluster.
so much.
Pinch. Ladies pinch.
So this person, sword raised, charging forward on their scorpion mount. I'm just gonna look very tired and lost. Like, God, come on, like, we had it rough. This is a bad time. We're,
For the pity play.
it could have been. I don't think this is. Surely.
All right, whatever. So, tell me what skills this.
What do I bring to bear?
Yeah,
On this incredible
because ultimately
display?
we have to roll a dice. Now I'm having a great time, but
Sure.
Oh fuck.
Well,
which tender skill?
it's probably going to be intimidation. No, it's
What you've described does not sound very intimidating.
Persuasion.
This is
gonna
more
be
Talking about the
persuasion.
way you hurt your ACL when you landed.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would. I think it would be. It's either performance or persuasion. I got +4 to both, so let's try it. All right.
And you get natural advantage on these now because of friendship.
I suppose
Because
I
of his
would.
makeup.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because of the makeup.
It was a
congrats.
But which item?
Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
so that will be at 18,
That's very nice.
and then
18.
this will be not at 18.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Six.
Yeah.
6. Can I have both rolls so that it starts as a 6, and then as he gets closer, he's like, "Ah!"
Oh, I do feel bad for him. He is pretty pathetic.
All right. How did we do?
18.
There is a brief tug on the reins, but the scorpion is very intent and also
Should have made friends with this one.
weighs a lot.
It worked on the rider, but not the scorpion, so that's a shame.
Don Grass,
Walnut.
heir of the EPA.
Walnut does not have any tact.
What? Really?
What? Got no bonus on anything charisma. So I think that she's gonna see the one charging and get her hackles all up and cast Call Lightning at the 3rd level, which will cause both the rider and the scorpion to take 4d10, but they have to succeed on a Dex 17.
My friend.
Yeah, you say that. That's fine.
Wait, he's coming over to see me. What? Why would you do this?
All right.
How'd they do?
Let's find out. Let's tell them what they won.
Is it both scorpion riders, or how big is the?
It's just a 5-foot radius, so I'm assuming maybe
One scorp.
One scorp.
Single scorp. The rider is okay, but the scorpion is not okay.
Great.
Can we call the scorp as AJ Scorp after
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
our
Of course.
friend AJ Scorp?
Perfect. 4d10. 3,
7,
7.
12, 17.
I couldn't see him. I'm
A
sorry.
tasty 17.
17.
Yum yum.
So it begins to, the rider is trying, we'll determine what level of success he's able to manage here. But
He's trying to.
But he is trying to control a insect that is being mystically electrocuted.
I think technically they're arachnids.
They're birds.
I think they're birds.
Look,
I actually don't know.
Scorpion is a variety of bird.
It's a controversial view. Yeah. But the time is right.
Deniable 10.
What's coriander looking like?
Coriander right now has rolled over onto her side and
Okay.
is halfway between some kind of transformation.
Oh, she's turning out of boat form?
She is attempting to.
Oh. I was going to try to ride her and just hop back on and run away.
You get on that.
With all of us.
Oh,
Happy Valentine's Day.
If there was time, but at the very least.
designated survivor.
Yeah. So what's she look like? Is that a feasible notion for her?
It's like a middle anamorph.
Really?
God.
Is that it?
This is like not weasel and like not teen, young woman.
All right.
This is something else.
Okay. I want to go over to her with Clarkmore. I'll try to fix her or heal her or whatever is necessary.
You think that
She's our
this,
getaway vehicle.
yeah, you think that this sort of rough tendril that's wrapped around this something like a shoulder joint. I mean, her anatomy is bizarre. Happy Valentine's Day. But there is something about that is keeping her from.
So that tendril had nothing to do with the scorpions. I guess I interpreted that as scorpion stuff.
No, this looks to be some kind of root or
Okay.
plant.
I will ride Clarkmore over there,
Oh, wait.
And have Clarkmore eat it.
and then I'll take the sword
A
out
different game.
and I'll try to hack at the root or the tendril,
Nice.
and I'll say, "I got you, girl."
It has a 20 AC.
It is 20 AC.
No.
I was gonna say, all right, I'll take advantage.
Take advantage. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, all right. I don't know how strong this root is.
Could be strong.
15 plus whatever.
+5, right?
That's it.
9.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So-
does it hit?
Yeah. It hits, and it goes about halfway through. And then between that split and Coriander's mass, she's able to pull it the rest of the way. So the boat kind of rolls over and flips back onto the belly.
Okay. Is she still changing, or has now she stopped trying to change? I want her to stay a boat.
Yeah. You should tell her that.
Okay, I would say that to her. I say I need
This is Valentine's Day
you to stay.
episode.
Need you to
about
stay a boat,
communication.
girl. Hey, girl. It's Valentine's Day,
Hey, girl.
and I need you to stay a boat.
You've always been my boat.
Hey, girl, you've always been my boat. I need you to
Today
stay
more
my
than
boat.
ever. I need you to be my boat, girl.
Wow. Coriander Dinar. I ship it.
I ship her. She is my
She's
sand
literally
ship.
a ship.
Yeah.
Boat.
Does she? If she's looking weak, she's a little hungry. I have one magical item left on me. So I have the shadow cube. The shadow cube's magic, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have one left that I'm supposed to give to that dude, but screw that guy.
We're not going to see him.
Yeah, we'll never see him again.
It's in my quest book, though.
It's not,
Well,
My quest!
right, quest unfulfilled. Because we got extras, but
Yeah.
Krenar broke one, so I gave her the backup one.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the third one I was supposed to
This
give to the
isn't even
dude.
my notebook. It just says Kevin on a page.
And no more
That's
shall be
mine.
written.
That's not, and it's not mine.
That's actually my notebook.
Note from Pack South. It's the only note he took the whole game.
Well,
Here, maybe.
I shipped Jerry and Kevin.
No.
I feed her that cube. I
Amy,
say,
we don't have
you got to
any-
stay
sorry,
afloat.
walnut?
Here, eat this
No
for
plus.
strength. And I feed her the cube.
Oh boy.
wow.
All right. She takes a couple sniffs at it, and like turns her head away.
I smush it towards her face. See,
Yeah.
eat it, you stupid horse. Eat the cube and get us out of here. I love you.
Starts out. It takes a bite, and it's almost like her teeth when she bites this shadow cube, which you've had in your bag forever.
Yeah.
It is like
Bag, pocket.
yeah, exactly, everywhere. It's like biting into like an equal volume of butter. Like her teeth just like shear half of it apart, and you can sort of see the interior geometry of this strange toy
Yeah.
just from this odd angle. And then she doesn't seem to 100% want to, but eats the rest of it.
Good for you. Good
Yeah.
girl.
Exactly. So once we get to the here at the end, there are two scorpion riders. We know this,
Yeah.
right? This is what was foretold.
Yeah.
The hindmost one rushes up to the party, but its focus is clearly on the other rider, and begins to speak very rapidly back and forth, and they gesture to each other and to the scorpions, and back and forth for a little while.
Is this a language we don't recognize?
You could try to piece it together. It's like it has whatever word was most convenient from every language. It's like a Creole type thing. And so the one that was in the back pulls the mask down a little bit, and it says, you have to understand, we are a pragmatic folk. If you had gone in there and come back out, we would have to kill you 100 times. You'll forgive us, I hope, for taking our time into consideration.
Are they talking to me?
Yes.
I say, go into where exactly?
He says, where do you think you are?
This is just where our hungry boat was taking us, so we actually don't know.
He looks over to the other one, and they shrug.
Well, that's how I feel. So we're on. I want to like. I was standing there trying to look cool and scary, but now I hold my staff next to my side, like planted in the sand, as a gesture of non-combatants. I'm like, we're just as confused as you are.
Right. He shushes.
You.
Yeah. Enough. Fucking enough. No.
Finally.
He reaches a gloved hand down and puts a few pats on the hairy, black, mottled carapace of his scorpion. And he says, we don't let people in here for a reason.
What's the reason?
The reason is that when they come out, they aren't themselves and they're very difficult to kill.
Oh. That's not
Some seek this.
well, that
The
wasn't
gods
us.
only know why.
We have a situation where we have a mode of transport that is fueled by the mastication of magic items. And so I assume that there must be some around here, and that's why she brought us. But we have no interest in any kind of personal transformation. Are you kidding?
It sounds like a webinar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally transform yourself
Are we here early?
in the bowels of the earth. What kind of change happens to these people when they come in?
He says it begins in the eyes. They leave
The eyes
first.
Leave. The eyes leave?
First.
Okay.
They go elsewhere. Maybe
Okay.
within.
Oh.
Okay.
Fall in your body.
Guys, it's starting to riot.
I think I used to have a fear of this when I was a kid. The eyes would just fall into my butt.
Just roll around. You gotta run away so they don't get in.
What if we just let Coriander in? She's not people.
She's definitely not people. She's better than people.
Oh, okay. Well,
She shouldn't be hungry anymore. I just fed her. So,
That's true.
bye.
Yeah, I guess we're good now.
there's
Is Coriander still sniffing around? Like, she
Oh,
excited?
for sure.
Okay.
For sure. But
form has she
but
currently
here
taken?
she was told to stay Bodhi. And so now she's just like scooching herself
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my
along the
manners?
sand, like trying to get into the town.
Where are my manners? Coriander. This is the Nightmare Guard.
Scorpion King. This is Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
John Scorp.
This is AJ Scorp. Yeah, I would be like, this is the boat that I was telling you about. She's hungry.
So,
This is your boat?
Yeah. She has a name.
I fed her a shadow cube. Does she get a new power?
She does not appear to have had a new power.
fed it up for nothing.
Waste of a shadow cube.
And
Yeah.
now my quest goes unfulfilled.
Yeah.
And because I can't have it done perfectly, I don't want to play anymore.
Start a new playthrough.
ruined.
It's like I played a Bethesda game, we accidentally killed an NPC.
Yes. Quest failed.
Yeah,
Dong.
100 hours in? No.
No.
Back to the
Start
top.
over.
Done.
I'm out. New save file.
New,
Who dis?
new slot.
What other quest can I ruin?
No, don't look.
Set the Ur free. I smashed the Ur.
Don't look at my quest.
He says there are those who come here seeking wealth and treasure, and invariably they emerge from the ruins in the most inconvenient form possible.
With, I mean, they don't have eyeballs.
His fellow nods.
What are, I'm sorry to be rude. What are your names?
Fuck you, Kate. You know what though? It's all right.
I know.
No.
You have your list of names.
I did before, but I used them all to impress you. No, I got it.
Burn them frivolously.
I have it. I have it. But
All right.
but to honor AJ Scorp, we're going
Yeah.
to call the first Jari.
Oh.
Jerry?
Yes, and the second one is Kelki.
Kelki. Okay.
But Kelki won't say that his name is Kelki. He is here primarily, it seems, as a prop. He's either trained or unable to speak.
I see. Okay. All right.
Listen, we botched a 500 gold piece job, which was to find the AI team.
We is a big word.
Okay.
Is this being spoken aloud here?
Yes, the job was botched. What if we could
found
get
them.
in there and bring who knows what's in there back to Acq Inc.
We did find them. Their bodies are in
Number
his
one,
study.
we found them. I have them in my father's knife. What's left of them, except for one of them.
Still gonna be getting that gold.
Found a corpse.
I guess I didn't read the fine print of the quest.
Yeah, it wasn't save them. It was
it-
find them.
Dead or alive, or was there
Oh boy.
bodies?
Yeah, when you get to this point in the assessment, you know things are going well.
I walk up to Walnut after she said this, the magic items, some kind of gold or treasure we could get in there. And I walk over and in a low voice I go, I've always, ever since I was a kid, been afraid that my eyeballs were going to fall into my butt. I'm really scared of going in there.
You've got that whole jar of eyeballs. You've got eyeballs
I
to
know.
spare.
That's so if they fall into my butt, I can shove new ones in there. Why do you think I carry that thing around?
But that's how it is. It's like you sort of lean into it.
Yeah.
It's like eventually it's just like, yeah, it's still your fear, but now you're kind of swerving into it somehow.
Yeah, you're a
It's
fan.
like now you have extra eyeballs.
Yeah, too many. Way too many.
Rosie said so much weird stuff now that Walnut isn't sure that she wants to go in the tomb or ride back with her.
She's just like, just think about it. It'd be horrible. Just see the inside of your butt all day.
These people are going to kill us if we go into this tomb. I don't understand what it's just been presented to us, and all of a sudden this is a great
I have
concept.
zero interest to go in this place.
Yeah, I'm good not going
I
in.
need to find out more information. We need to find more information. Kathris is mad.
Do you think maybe they know what happened to the Acq Inc team members?
I know what happened to them because I could see that they were severed and they're
Yeah.
bleeding all over my father's knife.
Yeah, sweetheart, we all saw that part. But have you thought about the causality? I know you love that.
I think about it all the time. Halfling.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Getting a little spicy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Caliente.
I take a few steps back.
You should. Yeah. Forgive us, Ajari and other one.
Yeah, just a nod. And he grabs a skin and takes a drink and then settles into his scorpion.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
And also I say, and scorpions. Sort of guess. We were very recently in a place called the Fundamental Court, a place that I was excited by, but terrified of. Mm-hmm. I knew that we hadn't studied long enough to put anything forward to that court. And all of a sudden, they're asking Dinar to do it. Walnut wants to put something forward. And then you throw something and you wrote at the last minute.
I'm a quick study.
Nobody is that quick of a study. We should never have been there. It was stupid of the six, and it was stupid of all of us to participate.
You are leaving out the fact that you also participated in this.
Yes, with the a tautology. 1 equals 1. That was all I felt comfortable putting forward. I could have done any number of things, but I restrained myself.
Rosie, I'm quite irritated, and I go, do you think that perhaps your restraint is what has gotten you into all the situations that you've found yourself in your life, Kathris Draub?
No, I think restraint has served me. I think it has helped me. The problem was not enough restraint before.
Where was all this when we were there? Why didn't you say anything?
Hell of a lot of good now.
I said that I trust you. But I shouldn't have.
Whoa!
Coming out swinging.
No one should have trusted any of us with it, and it was foolish on the part of Dol Drama and Jeff Magic, for that matter, to sway us with this.
Good.
And now we're going to march into this tomb where these people are already threatening us. We haven't even been inside
Nobody's
it yet.
marching.
I'm not
into
marching
any
anywhere. I don't want to go
tombs.
here. They say it's dangerous. Done. I don't want to go in.
Walnut spits and goes and sits in the boat.
Oh. Rosie becomes like all grandma. I go, I'm so sorry that you have to see this. You have a lovely home.
Ajari says, this is mealtime conversation.
Is it mealtime?
Could be.
What you got?
But Walnut, because this is the image that I like, so you're going over trying to get into the boat, but it's always scooching itself a little bit farther away. So there's a couple attempts that have to be made. Like, it's just insult to injury at a certain point.
I get real mad. I get close to kicking the boat.
Oh, everyone's.
I know. She's a horrible plant beast inside there.
This desert is haunted with emotion.
Rosie only sees the face. Walnut sees all the creeping sentience within.
Totally.
Yeah. It's just like a Greek chorus of judgment
Garbage.
that you have to ride in. Ajari pulls something. I mean, the closest approximation you would think is some kind of a jerky, but you don't know if it's made from like a bug or something. You don't know the provenance of the jerky, but it is definitely black in color.
Okay. I'll accept it graciously and take a big old chomp of it.
You can't place it.
Is it good?
No.
You can't place it in your mouth.
No.
What's with this desert?
It's like a stick insect. It's avoiding your mouth.
It's not good.
Ajari has a mouthful, and it's great. It's great for a Jari. I think if you're a Jari or a Kelki, it's good.
Okay.
And I think maybe even if you're a Scorpion, it's good.
Can I?
But I think if you're anybody else who's not them, it's not as good.
I'm not loving it, so I'm like, and I want to break off a piece and offer it to the Scorpion.
You put it out by the mouth, and it doesn't like the hand by the mouth. Maybe it's trained, but it puts out the pincer.
What a gentleman.
Gets it.
That's got to be like the smallest piece of jerky.
Yeah.
It's like a
little
halfling
halfling.
breaking off a piece
I mean,
to this giant scorpion.
Who knows how they're trained, right?
Right.
So, you learn during this meal. You can see that the afternoon heat is beginning to turn into a sunset palette. Out here, colder winds are starting to blow in, but still somehow mysteriously, this town or this city, legitimately a city, continues to just stand in a measure of its original perfection. And he suggests that they are always trying to keep people out of this place. And as he suggests as much, you hear a low rumble, like a horn. And over the middle of this main thoroughfare, you can see a ship crest over the left side and move over to the right side of the city. And the balloon atop it has the livery of Drawn Enterprises.
Oh.
It just does. I don't.
Is it an airship? Is
It is absolutely an
Okay.
airship.
Okay. Walnut, do you see this?
No.
Just eyes down.
Eyes down at my feet, sulking, being like, oof, that.
Ooh, that crowd. Oh boy.
Yeah, you oughta.
I guess if Rosie is spotting this, I like to think that she's been chatting with Ajari, like learning about their lifestyle, what they're doing living in this city. But then as soon as she sees that, she'd be like, folks, Walnut,
What?
Imona, look, we got company.
And this, like, sets her off. Like, this is the last. This is the last thing. This is the last thing I need.
Seeing the...
The whole thing.
Well, it might be nice to have some backup. Right? Anybody?
Who's backup? We're in the middle of the desert.
Well, it's Drawn. That's a good name.
No.
What?
No.
What? You love Omen. What is, I can't keep up with anything.
Remember we fought Drawn Enterprises?
This is the wrong.
In the
This is such a great grandma.
I know.
It's
Yes,
such a
exactly.
great,
Yeah,
awesome
yeah.
grandma moment.
No, exactly. Like I'm explaining it to Rosie. I'm like,
Yes, yeah, exactly.
we fought them. They're our enemy.
Oh gosh. That's
They're
right.
the enemy of Acquisitions Incorporated.
Right. Oh, is it the same as the 6?
No, that's another thing. They don't like us either.
And as you say, is it the same as the 6? You see 2 airships cross from the left to the right, bright red balloons bearing the livery of the 6.
We should not be out in the open, maybe.
Okay, so Rosie, I want to turn to my new best friend, Ajari, and say, kind of in a low voice, we don't want those airships to find us. We also are not interested at all in your treasure, but can we hide somewhere nearby so that we're not spotted?
He says, if you do exactly as I say, and
Scout's honor. Would love to.
there are places you may not go. There is air you may not pass through here.
Okay. Love it. I hate that air.
All right. He turns the scorpion this way and reaches back and pats on the back of the scorpion. There's like a separate riser seat behind, if you want.
Rosie, I go, yes. Jump up on the seat.
Oh, I sit with Rosie.
Yes. Yes. Double.
I don't even look at Cthulhu as I walk by him.
Fine. That's all right, because you wouldn't be looking at him anyway, because he turned into a kind of a scorpion man, much as in the Underdark, just to fit in, to look like just my big brothers and this guy. If you run across,
Smart, actually. Yeah.
just like some little appendages coming out to imply other arms. And two huge pincers.
Are you just taking creative license with this now?
Yeah, it
You
doesn't
said
work.
literally the scorpion. I thought you meant the scorpion
Yeah.
riders.
No,
but
you're
you're
just
like
No.
a little version of the
I
scorpion.
look like the bug. I'm
Yeah.
trying to look like the bug.
Gotcha. All right.
I feel like that's not going to make her any happier. Like, I feel like that's
No.
even more
Well, no,
annoying.
I'm saying,
She's gonna know it's you, dude.
of course. That's fine. Who else would it be?
But he is able to lead you down, and then coriander plus whoever the coriander contains is able to slide down into the city proper. But you can see from a distance, right? It's not visible, but as you enter into the city proper, you start to get a sense of what he meant. So imagine like the thin glass of a Christmas bulb, like the very thin, like the stuff that like you break it and it's just bad news.
Yeah.
You can see little clefts almost just standing in the free open air. You can see what looks like magnification artifacts in different areas. And he is deft at maneuvering around them. But you can, they hiss almost like a griddle as he moves by them. So where do you want to try to set up? Are you just going to let him drive?
Yeah, I mean, we don't.
Well, yeah,
know
he said this was
anything.
dangerous, right?
Right, but
And
he's
that
going
was
to
the
take us
one.
to a safe spot
Yeah.
as long as we don't leave. Don't know her. Yeah, I think we're just going to put our faith in Scorpion.
Okay. John Scorp.
Yeah.
He is able to pull past off the main road into a something like an alleyway, and he indicates to everyone they need to duck because at this point, whatever this dangerous zone exists just above.
Can we see it?
Oh, you can see it, and you can hear the hiss. And as you hunch down, and even the scorpion knows to stay low underneath it. But once you pass through, you enter into something that must have been a counting house or a place of exchange. You can see like an open floor, something like a stage behind it for display of goods, things like that. And you can, when airships are passing over, you can sort of just whatever force they have. The Drawn Enterprises ship has this hum that sort of accompanies its passage, and I need perception rolls.
26.
Dang.
Okay, you think that you hear it's intermittent, but you think that you hear boots on stone dropping in from place to place.
Okay, and I say in a very hushed tone, I say, they're coming. They're here.
I ask Ajari, will they be able to find us here?
They don't know what I know. They could try to come here, but I suspect they would not enjoy it.
Have they tried before? Have you seen these ships? Have you seen these airships before?
He says, I've seen all manner of attempt made.
What are they trying to get? Where are they trying to go?
He says the treasures of these ancient netheril cities are profound.
Where? But where are they?
Manifold.
Where are they relative to where we are?
On our head.
He says the city itself is a treasure. It depends on their interest, enthusiasm. I don't know what information they're operating from. I don't know what they know.
How much farther would someone have to go before they get transformed, like you were saying?
He says when they pass through the blades, the walls, it can be hard to say what happens to them next.
Does the city have a name?
It must have at one point. He says that there are cities like this throughout Anarok, throughout the desert itself. That he says that it's said that they flew at one point, like the airships, but now their folly and hubris has turned them into these tombs.
He called them netheril cities? Netheril cities. Is there anything about netheril that Cthulhu would know?
I don't know. Is there?
Yeah. I mean, it's a
That's nice.
Then yeah.
it's a specific branch of historical knowledge. It's generally considered. Essentially, they thought that they understood magic so well that they could start dictating terms.
Yum, 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 yum. I would love to know if I do know more about that, because I'm going to take advantage on.
There's plenty of things to study out here if you wanted.
Oh, I will. It's like whether or not I want to recall it from memory instantly, or do I want to retreat into the knife and study it and just read it. Yeah, but I want to take advantage on, what would it be, like history or a?
The history would be great.
Let's do history. Okay. Hey, garbage. That's an 8. Hey,
Oh, that's not
better.
garbage.
that's gonna be way better. Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay, so there is it's elven in origin, just because it would be. Any of the truly profound magics have a simply because of the long lifespans and the ancient elven cultures and the focus on magical study. There's something called a mythal that is like it's like a spell, but it's also like an artifact. So imagine if you could make a spell endure. Imagine if you could create a combination, think of it in a textile way. Imagine if you could create a kind of meshed, eternal spell that was engineered in a way to provide a specific effect. Generally speaking, these have no end. Their purpose is to be eternal. It's said, it's difficult to prove at the civilian level, but it's said that there are cities that you've been to that might have some kind of a mythal protecting some aspect of them. But the mythals here were involved in maintaining these cities in midair.
Okay.
Interesting.
But there's not a lot understood about what happens when you destroy a spell like that. The shrapnel and after effects of it are not clear.
We should rest while we can. We should shortly rest while we
So if
can.
we can hear their boots, how far away are they?
Well, you could hear him. Yeah,
Yeah,
we didn't.
26 over here.
That's
can you
it's an elfin.
Oh, okay.
What
So
deer?
like a couple days walk.
Elf ears here.
Yeah. Short rest sounds good.
If we're confident that they can't get in here, then until they try, we could rest and collect ourselves.
How many ways in are there?
To this,
Yeah.
the front door. This you think it's a counting house or a auction spot? So it's like the doors in the front are something like a barn door, and then there's another set like that in the back for things to basically for massive things to be brought in and left.
But
But you think you might be able to harden it if that's what you're
we're at the
concerned about.
front of this town, like in one of the first buildings
Yeah.
of the town. And then he said when you get through the main gates of the town is where that's where the transformation happens.
Well, there's and you've already seen aspects of it. He has guided you with precision through.
Some of it already.
Yeah, some just dangerous space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he didn't necessarily place them there. I interpreted that as like they were traps of his, but that's just
No, I
narrative.
think it's just the city is like something's wrong with the
Gotcha.
with the region.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to short rest,
Yeah,
and I can
work on
alarm
healing.
the
I think we should fortify.
Oh!
good ideas. Huh. What are these rolls?
Hit
I'm
die.
doing my hit die.
Oh. I'm gonna rest.
So it might be an opportunity to get rested up, harden the place against attack, ask any other questions you want to.
I mean, we're being very trusting of this guy. We just like all these. This is just another narrator. This is just another tour guide, just like Dull Drama.
Can I do an insight check
I don't like him.
On who?
on Ajari?
Yeah,
so
sure.
do, yeah.
That is a 27.
Good night.
What are you trying to figure out?
I just want to know.
And how are you
so I'll-
putting him in a position where you can get it? Because the role is good enough to know whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I just got to know what it is.
So I just want to know if he's been shooting straight with us about this being like a protected location.
You think he knows exactly why someone would come here.
To this specific location or
To
to the
this
city?
specific to this town.
Okay,
You don't
to
think
the
it's
town, to the town.
generic. You don't think it's broad. You
Okay.
think that he always seems to be looking out a specific window toward a specific direction.
Okay.
As much as he tries to interpolate it with other activities,
Mm-hmm.
his mind is fixed on it.
I say, will you go and stop them?
I must.
What I was getting at was that not necessarily a distrust of any perceivable action of his, but just that like we just went through this already with Dull Drama. So it's just like all over again, some
Who's this guy?
jerk that we're just buying into right from the word go. So I was going to cast Zone of Truth and just get him
on the area inside?
yeah,
That's awesome.
on the whole area. So anything anyone says,
Let's uncork it.
yeah.
That's fine. Do you
boy.
confer
Well, I think
with us?
actually it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's just I think it's just
some
questions I ask though.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
creature that must he must make a charisma saving throw of charisma 15 on a failed save. The creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
I think that's to anybody.
Yeah, anybody
Yeah.
in the
No,
radius.
basically what you're doing is you're modifying the place. You're
Yeah.
sanctifying the place. It's not just
Yeah.
It's
you.
a
So
zone.
we all do a charisma check.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we all have to beat 15
What is this to beat? To see if we resist?
to see if we don't.
15.
Yeah, 15, and then if you resist it, then you can lie.
I got a 19.
I'm disinterested in lying, but I'll try anyway.
I got a 5.
Oh, you got a 19 though?
Yeah, I can still lie.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get nothing.
Here, no.
Does he
Yeah,
pass?
that's
the
but-
person I
I can't tell you that.
what?
Listen,
Yeah, but I know.
but he can't tell you that.
is it what time? Is that the real timer?
No.
Okay. 15 minutes left? Okay, until the break? And then we play again? Okay. I just wanted to make sure because everything's all goofed up. It tells you if they fail?
You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Oh, perfect.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fails.
Nice.
I failed.
I go boop, boop, boop.
I also
And I know
failed.
she didn't fail.
I go, do I know that something happened to me?
Yeah, you do. Everyone.
you-
An effective creature is aware of the spell. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails. An effective creature is aware of the spell and can just... well, they can be evasive as long as they're telling the truth. But I
Mark,
think everyone knows,
You're
yeah.
in the zone, right? Do you
Yeah.
have to roll?
I don't know. It's my spell.
Yeah, but you're in a it's you changing the place, as Jerry says.
No, I don't feel like he would have to, because we could ask a question of him, and he'd be like, "No, I'm not going to answer that."
Let me get it fixed.
I don't think
It's his, and so but the area itself
might know.
is a little crisper.
like a Cool Ranch.
Yeah,
Dorito.
exactly. Yeah, a cooler ranch.
Yeah.
That was the good stuff.
The edges are a little bit sharper. Things are a little bit brighter and more in focus.
I look at Dinar and I say, what was that for?
For this guy, I say, no offense, Scorpion weirdo, but all of this has got a weird ring to it, and I feel like there's something not being said here. What is going on? Why are they here? What do they want?
It stands to reason.
Don't you?
He's gonna pull out some Jerry shit.
Don't you?
That they are here for the masks.
masks.
Again with the puzzles.
That can mean anything. I punch him. No.
Through the window?
Yeah.
Give me the mask.
What I say? What masks?
Supposedly, none has ever succeeded in extracting them, and I would certainly never partake. But how much do you want to know?
As much as I asked.
I can say so much about this topic that it would be considered rude by most.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I like stories.
Yeah. I just want to know what's going on. I want to know why they're here, and I want to know how to stop them. In as few sentences as possible.
He says, "Are you familiar with the Order of the Silver Sliver?"
I am not. Am I? No, I'm not, right?
He says, "If you had you served evil with great enthusiasm, you may have run across them before."
We defo took a job with them at one point, did we? No.
Did we? That's what I was asking.
Noble Knife?
It was Noble Knife. It was Noble Knife. Sorry.
Yeah.
He says, "No, not them."
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So they're bad guys.
No, quite the opposite.
What? They serve bad guys, but they aren't bad guys?
No. They have as their purpose the dismantling of evil networks and organizations.
Ah. So they're good guys.
They are, but they don't care how the good is achieved.
So they're neutral guys. Well, that's great.
What are these guys?
What are they
If I
guys?
were
Yeah.
planning something and I thought I could remove this asset from the board, I might invest myself in it. I might also, were I of an unpleasant mode of disposition, I might also find a way to corrupt these masks.
Those are the masks to have.
Yeah.
Some great masks.
He now starts looking out the window, and speaking to the window directly without looking back.
Yeah.
He says, "The order has long endured, but the individual members change. Only the masks remain. The masks find people, talk to them, reach out to them, and when you place the mask upon you, you take part in that ancient order. You collaborate with them for a time.
You wear the mask, but the mask wears you.
Yeah. And you become a strong silver boy.
Were I
Got it.
Were I someone of evil intent, I suspect I could not long endure these masks.
So they're like Superman's cape. If wearing his cape turned you into Superman,
Oh, yeah.
kind of.
So this problem should sort itself out?
Unless they're going to do something bad with them.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we're seeing these two airships
Not
in league with each other.
not
hanging
combating
out.
each other. Well, do we know? They might
Well, I don't
have
know.
simultaneously arrived here.
How many boots did I hear? How many sets of boots?
We have to do it so that it's exactly right. Right? She has to, because it was so good,
Yeah.
but she has to know exactly how many.
Yeah.
Right?
It's an odd number. One of them's
No,
got one leg.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's a one
10
peg.
boots.
Yeah.
It's like 11 people.
That's
Okay, that's 10 for you.
At least 20 boots.
Okay, I say, all right, I heard 11 people above us with 6 people and 2 scorpions. Might have a fighting chance.
We've taken on better odds, but why is it that we want to fight them? These scorpion guys seem to be taking care of business on their own.
If they think they can handle it, just,
Yeah, maybe stragglers they've been able to handle.
Yeah.
This is like an effort.
I mean, we bested them and we're not at our best right now.
No, we're a little raggedy.
Yeah, I mean,
Duran Enterprises, I just can't,
even.
in good conscience, suffer them to have that kind of power.
well. We didn't have a great run-in with the 6 either just a minute ago. So
Do they know that? Yet?
Who?
did the 6 know that we?
Did the 6 know that we? Yeah, I mean, that's what Walnut says. She's like, would the 6 know already? They just know that we were being courted. Maybe they
Yeah.
think that
Well,
we're
they
still on good terms.
yeah, they were trying to court us, right? So they don't know that we don't.
Yeah, there's a job offer.
They don't know we didn't enjoy our time being courted necessarily.
Botched 2 jobs.
See, and it's even worse than that, Walnut, because that's a job that would have gotten you jobs. It's like botching a meta job.
Oh man, we just killed a whole tree of adventure. That just
Start my save file over, please.
yeah.
I would like to play a sorcerer now.
Still EPA?
Still EP.
Yeah,
I want to
okay,
be
perfect.
Eric Hakra.
Yeah.
So it's got to be some kind of animal person.
Yeah, it's got to be an animal person. It's my thing.
I'm not 100% clear on what exactly the masks do. They give you superpowers, or they allow you to kill people? Or?
Sounds like they give you a lot of power.
Are you asking?
I'm asking Ajari this, yeah.
He says, when worn, it's like he's like trying to find the word in space, like spatially, and Kelki says, contract. Yes. It's like a contract. You must agree to it. And once you've agreed to it, you wear the mask for a time. But you are being borrowed by the mask
And it only dismantles evil organizations?
with frenzy.
How does it determine whether an organization is evil?
He laughs. He says they have a calculus.
An algorithm.
Well, then I look at Walnut. What we know about Drawn Enterprises and the Six, the only organization they would be looking to disband is ours.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I say we have a fighting chance.
Are we the
there-
bad guys?
are we the bad
We're
guys?
the bad guys.
Are we the baddies?
I
No.
think that's where Rosie's hung up. It's like, no. The Acquisitions Inc. isn't an evil organization. It wishes it was an evil organization.
No, we're not.
The-
Think of what we did in Promise. That's not bad.
Right.
The shadow assassin.
The masks won't work on us. So
He said they could be corrupted.
Yeah, that might be something else they're planning. They're gonna try to do with them.
How many masks are here in this town?
He says, I know of at least one.
Where is it?
It's right here.
Give it to me. Give it to me. I put it on.
You put it on. No. He says in a nondescript temple down this way. He basically brings you in, and he points. He sort of like uses his finger to guide you between streets, and he says there is a nondescript temple to a god no one worships anymore. It seemed like a good place to hide it.
What's the god?
Damn you! It's a
I thought this was a context clue.
It's Tom God.
Yeah.
James God.
Dog.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, dog. Dog.
God, I want to do it, but I won't. We'll say Fulth. That has the classic
Yeah, it's got a
language, like old language,
Yeah.
mouthful. All their gods had
Prophet of
chunky.
Fulth.
All their gods had chunky names.
Yeah.
Get filthy.
If they're gonna go after Acq Inc, I can't stand by and let them do that.
right.
Well, we don't like them, and they're going after these items of power. We should get the items first.
Yeah, but we came here on the promise that we weren't going to go anywhere and take anything.
Eh. You care if I go grab these masks real quick?
We don't really want
I
them.
ask him
We'll
in the
get
zone of
them.
truth.
Deeply.
You're not a dog in this race. What do you care?
Yeah,
We just want to stop them from getting the mask.
yeah. I'm here to help you. In a way, I'm doing your work for you.
He says, he turns back away from the window and says, I accept your help. Shadow Council. It is I, your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrims. Hope you've enjoyed the first part of Test C Teams. This is our break, and then we're going to come back from the break, and we're going to play more Dungeons & Dragons, but don't forget that because the snow and everything is so fucked up over here, we're going to cut out a little bit early, so hopefully everything isn't completely frozen on our way home. And we can do a game for you next week as well, because we'll be alive. So anyway.
It's an investment.
Exactly. It's an investment, and we appreciate it so much. Like I said, quick break. We'll come back. More D&D. We'll do a truncated table talk. And then our services to you will be concluded. Thanks so much. Don't go anywhere. I'm Jeffrey K. Horcrims. Welcome back to the Test C Teams. When last we saw our heroes, they had just struck a bargain with Ajari and Kelki, two scorpion-riding fools out in the desert of Anarok, which I have described previously as the haunted-ass desert of Anarok. Mm-hmm. Specifically, what they have agreed to do is to help them keep hidden and remain hidden a mask, which is in some way a gateway to an ancient order called the Order of the Silver Sliver. A group of people who we have determined seek good outcomes, but aren't especially particular about how the good outcome arrives. So, knowing that, it sounds like it's a long rest. Is that correct?
If there's a long rest to be had.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Love that.
Do we have time?
So he said he'll accept our help.
8 hours?
Who said that?
8 hours.
Ajari?
Yeah.
Ajari. Well, it is now. He says that he doesn't think that they will try to find it in the dark.
Oh, okay.
He says that
They're setting up camp.
he says that this city is even more dangerous at night.
Okay.
Good news for us.
All right.
Long rest taken.
I was just gonna say, were you able to long rest with a single press of a
You
button?
just a single press of the button with this
Never been
amazing,
easier.
amazing app. It's called
It's never
blank screen.
It's never been easier. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm a dad. I don't know if you heard.
I said, hey, let me go get those masks. I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
And he said, I accept your help.
Right.
And then you cut to commercial.
Yes.
Is he cool with me going to get this mask?
No, he said he cared a lot that you would not.
I thought he said he'd accept the help.
Yeah.
It was a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I think he wants you to annihilate, but not to confiscate.
I didn't offer that.
I did.
She did.
So when you arise, Ajari and Kelki are ready to roll. This auction house has become a temporary scorpion garage, which you think is a completely new class of building. You don't know what the zoning is like for that, but you know that there's forms.
Does it have the lift so we can get a look at the undercarriage?
Scorp lift? No. There's nothing like that. But he continues to lead you through a kind of maze where, until you get very close to it, you can't see where the wall is. But you occasionally get a sense of what he might have been talking about, because creatures have found their way into this newly exposed place, desert, or rodents, and you can see things that are not, that fit pretty squarely into the abomination category. You can see what looks to be two sides, both back halves of a rat, constantly at war with its own body, flipping and twisting off into an alleyway.
So hold on. This is a centaur, but both halves are rat butts?
Yes, exactly. Is that hot? Happy Valentine's Day.
It's like the
Yeah,
other,
it's hot.
the other end of Cat Dog.
Gotta get that theme song stuck in my
No,
head.
but it's everything else. It's like
Yeah.
you knew that somebody found a way to use it.
It's the
where's
other.
the sequel
it's
to that?
The Bizarro Cat
Like
Dog.
the balance must be maintained.
Yeah.
Like if this is permitted, then surely.
Which end eats?
Elsewhere. And as he's led you out into a second wider street, and he has picked up the pace considerably here. He occasionally sort of jaunts left and right, but travel appears to be much safer here. And you hear the sound overhead of cannon fire.
Oh.
And you can see sort of bursts of flame and smoke.
What color?
And cannonballs. Green smoke.
It's the thing.
It's the
He said the thing.
was like,
He said the thing.
He did, he said it.
He said the
And-
thing.
But you can see cannonballs. You can't see the vessels that are currently fighting, but you can see all the tertiary stimuli that's associated with it. And then you hear the cannonballs impact something. There's a loud bang, and you can see the hull of a ship sort of slam down on one side of the street on the upper strata of buildings, and then sort of tumble off of it and swing over to implant itself in the opposite side of the street.
Do we see what livery it had?
The whatever balloon was attached to it is gone.
Okay.
Can we see the other ship? Can we see the remaining ship?
That's whatever else is happening is up here.
Okay. Well, I'm ready for instructions.
Jeez.
What's
Orbital bombardment, our one weakness.
Orville bombardment?
Orbital red
That's what
bombardment.
I thought he said too, and I was here for that. So
Orbital.
Oh, thank you. He is. The rate of skittering has increased substantially. He's now crawling over chunks of rubble that have been cast down from the buildings. You can see someone sort of crawling their way out of the wreckage, of the boat, they lose their grip, and they fall through one of these portions of dangerous, hostile space.
Oh yeah.
And as near as you can tell, he's turned completely inside out.
He's just two butts.
You turned into two rats.
Yeah.
All pulp.
No,
Waist down, normal.
Happy Valentine's.
Waist up.
no,
Same as waist down.
but that's the way that it should go.
Hey
It should-
girl, I'm gonna turn you inside out.
I'm gonna turn you into two rat butts. Hey girl, back those two rat butts up over here.
You play your cards right.
I don't think that's a get. I mean,
Fuck.
I don't think that's anything to celebrate. Right?
No, you would.
We don't want that,
you'd
do we?
ask it as a joke, and then they'd start to approach you. And be like,
Yeah.
no. I'm just playing. No, I don't want that.
Depends.
What's
Yep.
the rat? Look, what kind of rat?
Yeah.
What kind of rat?
With
All centaurs are hot.
All centaurs are hot.
It's true.
thick
So
rat?
in the distance down this street, you can see two balloons. Basically lowering themselves, lowering yes, each side is a balloon. Basically
Which balloon eats?
it's not decelerating down into the street proper, and they both appear to be 6 balloons. And when
Is it 2 or is it 6?
it's
6 each?
no,
The 6.
12.
Oh, 12.
So
Math.
the ropes are dumped out the sides, and you can see these groups are doing their best to avoid these spaces. They don't always succeed. You can see 2 or 3 of their number, maybe 12 or so total coming down. You can see 2 or 3 of their number converted into monstrosities as the rest find their way into the front of a mostly nondescript, but at one point novel frontispiece.
So now they're hunkering down. I'm gonna figure out their options.
Yeah, so they've dropped down, and they're now pushing their way into a building.
Is this the furthest they've gotten? Anybody's gotten? I ask of our friend.
Yeah, he said he nods his head, but not in a no way, but in a fuck way. And he says the excavating the entire city first is a new strategy.
Are they responsible for that somehow? That's how many are there? Is there a clear line from there, or are we going to have to navigate these spaces?
You can navigate these spaces through this path, this wide road that you're on now. You'll be following them in, but they are there.
And they're going towards the...
They're going towards
Folth's
that building.
temple.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so they know exactly where the masks are, too. They don't even have to, guess or research.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to get there in a minute and a half, maybe.
Okay.
He says the masks were said to call someone, to bring someone to them. But it is an old magic. It may be that it's given way.
Call everybody.
We have to stop them.
Let's pursue.
Agreed.
Let's get in there.
On this, we agree.
All right, we're running over there.
Yeah.
We're running over there to fight.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm going to cast magic weapon on myself.
Ooh.
I'm not waiting until we're in a fight.
What's that do?
It's great.
You touch a non-magical weapon until the spell ends. That becomes a magic weapon with +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls.
Oh.
Which is handy. So, if you're fighting creatures that
Have resistance.
yeah,
Or
right.
just, and also it's just +1
Cool.
bonus to all my rolls. Just makes my rolls a little bit better.
And it's just dope. Is there a Janari flavor for that?
Oh, God damn it, Jerry. This is
Wait, listen.
The equivalent of
it's the
asking me
least-
a name.
It's the
I'll
least
name
I
it.
can do.
I'll give it a name. Alex. No, I don't know.
You can think of it. But
there's-
my
yeah.
suspicion is you're going to be using it all the time. Why wouldn't you?
There's got to be a little prayer he would utter, but Dinar doesn't like to make a big show of all his.
Oh
like,
no!
religious
It would
stuff.
be no. It would definitely be quiet. It would be like so like low
be a
key,
little
like
whisper.
under his breath.
But it would be to the tune of the Campbell's song.
Soup is good food.
Weapon. Weapon. That's my first smell is good. Weapon.
Got him.
Weapon. It's the bare minimum. It's not even the quality of
Yeah,
the
I
weapon.
know. I know.
Jesus. All right.
Beasts.
It gets in there.
Yeah, it's catchy. Now you all have magic weapon. You're welcome.
We all do?
I don't know. No.
No, it's
Well, hell, I mean, it is an earworm. You tell me, Kate.
You tell me, Jerry.
no.
Come on, it's catchy as hell.
I'm not saying that
It's
not
sweeping
catchy.
the nation.
Yeah, but that
this is
doesn't-
where the hit parade starts.
Now listen, I understand that it can sweep the nation, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't have a mystic payload. Right? I don't think that.
Doesn't energize anybody
Right?
else.
Does "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" have a magical component?
Don't you dare.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Leave Brittany alone.
Actually, I could cast it multiple times. Ooh. You're going to use your weapon.
I'm not gonna use it.
No. Matt, I'll cast it on you.
Sure.
I
Kelky,
sing the song again.
yeah, of sixpence.
Weapon.
Just belligerently. Like this is like to defy all others.
So Kelky runs out ahead of the rest of the group, like with great skill, like physically dodging these zones, and then you can see him sort of like disappear. Like you can see the legs like reach into the temple. And move in, and as Kelky disappears into the hall, you can hear the sound of explosions.
From within?
It sounds like it,
What are
yeah.
you doing in there?
Oh, gosh.
You can see flashes of light against the door frame.
I guess we better get our butts in there.
Yeah, let's go.
That's where the heat is.
Yeah. All right. Run in.
Okay,
Magic weapons can't concentrate. I don't think I can maintain it on 2, can I?
No, I mean, not unless you can, if you get interrupted, if you get attacked, or you cast another concentration spell, but otherwise you're fine.
but can you cast 2 concentration
Can I
spells?
pass the same spell with like
No.
divided concentration?
But no, Kevin.
Kevin!
There we go. We both got it.
I don't know if I'm authorizing it, but I do want to know that.
That's how you'd work it out.
+1 all your rolls, Kate.
Can I get a perception roll from you, Walnut?
Yeah, I mean, none of us should even bother rolling.
13.
Well, we're not.
It's insane.
I know.
With a 4, you got a 13.
Okay. Can I get? Let's do initiatives from
Yeah.
Everbud.
Yeesh. Not great.
13.
6.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
12. 11.
Really?
Oh, interesting.
I thought it wasn't possible. Cthulhu, you're up.
6. I mean 9. It's like, where was the next
Keep
one?
going.
10?
Yep.
10 yet?
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. All right.
You got
And
+3.
oh, that's great. Finally.
Yikers.
As you come in, you can see like against the left wall, Kelky's scorpion is basically like flattened up against it. You can see his white belly, and you can see Kelky like crawling out over the top of it. And in the center of this room is a kind of ballet almost, in a way. It's accompanied with like staccato bursts of music. Well, Josh, why don't you go ahead and hit it?
Hit it.
So you can see basically in the center where that era's priest might have held court and answered the questions of their flock and offered guidance. There's another type of instruction occurring in the same context. In the light that is allowed by this building through a circular pattern in the roof, a woman is teaching not a webinar, but a kind of hands-on combat masterclass. She is delivering this with the use not only of savage martial blows, but also with a kind of instrument that has in its base and its back 2 separate exposed blades that you think may have a capacity to fold back into the guts of it at a different time. And you would not describe what's happening, what she is distributing here as requiring any kind of effort of any kind. There are already 6 people on the ground, and she continues to convince them that death is the correct answer. But her face is completely obscured by a gleaming silver mask.
Shoot.
Thanks, Josh.
Uh-oh, we're too late.
Well, bye.
No.
Uh-oh.
Ye of little faith.
Yeah, is she busy? Is she's completely...
Oh, yeah, and so right now, here at Initiative 19, a next wave of aspirants is going to try their luck on the central dais. And it's their time to shine, really. Right? No. Okay, so 5 of them have missed.
Wow.
6 of them have missed. But because she has the Silver Sliver mask, she is granted riposte attacks against them. So let's see if she misses. No. Nope. Nope.
Everybody think good thoughts?
Wow.
And 1 miss. So they're coming in, and there's no breath. There's no sound except for their attempts, their martial cries, and then them just being put to bed one after the other until there is only a single one left in front of her. Rosie Beestinger.
Well, how is she garbed?
She is garbed. It looks like... It's like if you made a good set of city clothes well, but had the presence of mind to bolster it with strategically placed leather plate.
Okay. I guess what I'm getting at is I'm trying to figure out whether she's affiliated with our
She does not have a DE. She does not have a Drone Enterprises livery on the shoulder.
Okay.
She doesn't have any 6 livery either.
Okay.
She is garbed in a completely different way than the aspirants.
Okay, then that 6th one that she missed, I'm gonna go for.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do all my shit.
Get this thing out of your way.
24, another 24, 16, and a 17.
Yep, 16's and up.
Okay, so those all hit. it's going to be a lot of damage. And I'm also going to try to stun him, which is a con save DC 14, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stun the ground beef that
No.
he turns into.
Fucked.
Okay.
No,
Pile of
we're
pulp.
Okay, so then those are all 1d8s. 5, 12, 7, and 9. 5, 12, 17, 24, 33 points of damage. And he's stunned if he's still alive.
No. Can you do the other mouth? There we go. Perfect. So it's just like, but it's like every place that you strike, every place that you punch is based on a comprehensive knowledge of reflexology. It's more puppetry than martial combat.
Sure.
And
Back of the knee.
oh, exactly. And then they just fall forward, and you get like a head tilt from the mask. Mm-hmm. And she says, "Would that I had a second mask to give you." Oh. Walnut Dawn Grass.
I'm not gonna attack her because I don't see any livery on her, and there's no other combatants to be had. So I'm just gonna engage her, and I'm just gonna say,
She, along with the sweat,
yes.
there is a smell. There is a scent of strawberries. The posture isn't right, though. The weapon is right, but the way she holds her body is not correct.
Let me see. Okay, so that takes me off guard, and I say, "We came here to protect the mask. Who are you?"
I am the mask.
I am the knight.
Jim Carrey?
I say, "Are you from the Six?"
The Six? What is that?
Great news.
Very evil
She,
organization.
she looks down and she says, "I see 6 here."
Yep, you've got the right of it. And then the last thing I'll say is, what are you going to do with the mask?
Succeed.
At what?
She says,
We're speaking two different languages.
she says, well, for starters, and she gestures towards the doorway, and you can hear cries as people are falling. They appear to be falling from the boat
Gruesome.
through
Ugh.
these lensing realms, and whatever is amassing itself outside this temple from these bodies has begun to flow and creep into the temple.
Oh, creepy. Okay, well, can I do an action then?
Absolutely, it's your turn.
Yeah, okay. So then I will cast Flaming Sphere. And just
You got all these balls,
Yeah.
She's got a lot of
lady.
Happy Valentine's Day, I guess. Got these hot balls.
The hottest balls.
Okay, so it would have to do a Dex 17.
Let's see. Well, it's seeing as a big pile of hamburger helper.
Hamburger, help me.
It no worky.
And no worky?
No.
Okay. Get ready to count. 4,
How hot is this ball?
6,
Flaming.
8,
10,
16. Could have been so much better.
Not
16.
a bad ball.
How a ball?
But
Spicy ball.
as a bonus action, move that boy around.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, just cook it. It's like those hot. It's like those hot lights at Arby's.
How they're always looking for their targets.
That's so Arby's.
To Narblitz End.
Always looking for their targets.
There is a malevolent carpet of biomass sliding its way into the building, and then up from the biomass,
Yeah.
clawed hands are reaching up and pulling its bulk
It's like the blob.
into the door. It's like the Blob if the Blob had more bones.
It's like that bad guy in RoboCop. He
Oh,
hits
yeah.
with the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he splatters all over. That guy.
That guy.
It's cool.
All right.
It was a really cool movie.
I don't know what to do against a blob.
Mush it up.
Smite that boy.
I need people to punch.
Punch the
punch a
blob.
blob.
He's a puddle.
What if he's so
Oh,
gross
no,
that it
he's
makes you throw
beefy.
up?
Yeah,
No, I
is
couldn't.
he that gross?
Is he so gross?
No, he's great.
No, he's
We
pretty,
love him.
He's pretty cool.
He's a cool blob.
He can't zone of truth.
All right, Blob.
All right, Blob. What do you know? It worked pretty good last time. I thought I'd give it another shot. Well,
It's like, is this what you wanted?
That's it.
I'm a protector of my sweet children. I say to all of you because I'm older now.
That's
I
right.
say, children, please.
still,
Father will protect you.
still the youngest one of all of us.
I know. Still even. Well, no.
No, she's like 80.
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
She's
what
still
makes
down.
That's really funny.
That's what makes her
60
turn as
something.
little sister so complicated.
That makes it even funnier that he just refers to you all as children, even though he's still the youngest. And I'll cast Spirit Guardians.
yes. Oh no. Oh,
To me, my children.
Do that
Dancer,
damage.
Ugh.
Dasher, Prancer, Vixen. Your real children.
Yes.
Thresher.
So if this thing is within range,
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, you fill
15
this.
feet.
You fill this place with.
little dancing
Right.
celestial little reindeer.
It happens on their turn.
Yeah, well, if they're call forth the spirits, they flit around.
Mincer.
They flit.
Yeah.
We're gonna come up with all.
When you cast a spell,
Pressure.
you designate any number of creatures unaffected. Obviously, us and our friends and their scorpions. They're halved. Their speed is halved in this area too. Huh.
Slicer.
They have to wisdom saving throw or take 3d8. You know, it's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Yeah. But it's on their turn, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Slicer, Piercer, Nasham.
Happy.
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's just always one.
So this place has become a discotheque.
Yeah.
For celestial ruminants. What's next, Mr. Drow?
What else is needed? How do I feel about that big ball getting mushed up
It's
over there?
It's a hot ball.
Cooked.
I don't know.
Same ball?
How do you feel?
I think. Is it in hand? We feel good about it because I'll add something to the
Add
pile.
flavor.
There's a roast.
It's look.
Right
I don't
now
know
it's
its
like that
intention,
sear.
but it's gross looking.
Yeah,
That's
but-
all I need to know to kill it.
No, it's
what
it's like when
I've
you get the
learned.
sear. It's like when you get like the seared salmon nigiri.
Oh yeah.
Does it smell good?
A little.
The cooked one.
Do I get hungry? I bite it.
Are there other combatants in this zone, or is it just
Right now, this
meat?
appears to be an amalgamated product. In the same way that like coriander was a horse-style pull creature, and there's like a cheese food.
Yeah.
This is an amalgamated soldier product.
All right, we'll skip the. I'm gonna skip fairy fire. Seems like we all know what we're doing.
You know where it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy this new one. Also, friend. No. No, it's like
Friends.
it's like some other like. I can I can make a very small fire or any twinkling sound that I wish. No, it's a negative energy flood.
Oh boy, that's in character today.
I'm gonna pour out a little more.
Yeah.
One creature I see within range.
You do.
Constitution saving throw. Go ahead and take a 5d12 necrotic.
Holy crap.
And if you succeed,
What?
take half the damage.
What's the save that you gotta do?
Constitution.
Okay.
What's the flavor on this?
16?
Yeah.
But be careful. The target killed rises up as a zombie start of my next turn.
Whoa.
And it's going to go after whatever it sees near.
This spell sucks.
So does it really help? Yeah. We'll kill the bad guy and it'll make a bad guy.
With the same hit points and
Yeah.
attacks.
Do you want to roll?
Is that
Do you want me to
true?
roll the 12s?
Yes,
I'll
please
do it
roll the
anyway.
12s.
We're going to do them all.
Was it 5d12?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Did you fail your save?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 12. Plus
27?
15, 27. Oh, so wait. Call it
29.
that one. Yeah, 29.
Jesus.
a strong
So this is tell me how you bring this torrent of negative energy in here.
Yeah, what do you say to it?
Is this like ichor pouring out of your mouth?
Or is it just more the mean stuff
like,
you were saying?
More mean stuff. Yeah, I call it.
trusted them and they let me down.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed. I'm not mad, but look at what I look at these guys I'm working with here, and then it just turns into a heap. No, let's say that I. What else is on here? Whoa, this is Happy Valentine's Day. It does have a component: a broken bone and a square of black silk.
Hey,
Whoa.
That's rough.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hot.
Yeah, I
bone.
I put my hand out there and I break my own bone.
Ah!
And I bandage it with that silk, and then dark ribbons of energy just puncture.
I think that is really cool, and I hope that it's even a little bit true.
It can be.
It's funny that you were like, break my own bone. I was like, pull out a broken bone.
Yeah,
You're like, nah,
exactly.
no
That's
time
what
for that.
I think like a chicken bone or something.
Let's do it. Let's feel bad.
Break a finger.
That's
Yeah,
what this is
just,
about.
I think components are consumed during this.
yeah, eat your finger.
Yeah, I'm missing this bone, the base one. So now this finger just.
Nothing a long rest won't
You're
solve.
just like hanging in a little sock, just
Yeah.
like dangling.
So in the
made me do this.
yeah, so in the what you know, this is a new revelation, of course, is you know that just in the seams, in the cracks of things, especially things at 90-degree, like right angles, you know that there's a very thin seam, like the one in your dagger. And from this temple, this ancient temple that's had no god dwelling in it for hundreds of years, just this black oil starts to seep out of the walls and collect and pool on this thing and just burn straight down to the ground. So now it's like imagine a dark mini golf course.
I've been to one of those. They light it with black light. It's underground. Yeah.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Nice.
Sounds awesome.
That's great. Ajari and Kelki are gonna engage with this thing.
Yeah, if it's not enough to kill, then we're
Yeah.
from zombies.
Ajari slashes at the top and is able to reveal Skin's freshest layer. Okay. The scorpion just begins to try to pin it to the ground in various places, and then it throws its tail over the back, and then just plunges the stinger deep into it.
Into the goo.
Yeah,
wow.
and it begins to flex and relax as the Happy Valentine's Day. As the venom is pumped through. So
Only dream.
So this thing.
You need a minute.
Paint a picture. Okay.
Yeah, it becomes like a dark manifestation of Valentine's Day. It begins to sweep out, like from the liquid flesh, like razor sharp scapulae leap out and whip out at you, Cthristraub.
Ew. What?
Scapulae.
Ugh.
Oh,
Scallops.
oh, no.
Happy on a
Hate
day.
shellfish.
Dude, this is not good. This is not good for today's Cthristraubs.
The modern.
11, 18 points total from 2 slashes.
How close are you to me?
That's not so bad.
Are we?
know,
Are we
actually.
all?
You're inside the sort of like the antechamber of this temple. It's
Yeah,
I
conceivable that
wouldn't
you're
have
within
traveled
30
so
feet.
far, yeah.
I'm only I'm 15 feet away, but I think the rest of you are pretty.
I mean, are we all close together? How
Yeah.
close? All right, I'll tank his damage then.
Okay,
right,
eat it up.
so much.
But, hold the phone because you might have an opportunity to tank some more.
Oh, can't wait.
Oh no! Okay.
Did you
Womp 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 womp.
Oh no.
Is this thing also half speed there and taking the
the spirit
antler
guardians?
damage?
It doesn't need to go fast.
All right. Well, it's getting little celestial things.
On it, don't you worry about it.
Chomped on by.
So
Mincer.
it flings out. It flings out a spray of the negative planar fluid.
Hey,
Hey,
My fluid.
Hey.
Put that back.
It's not your fluid. It misses. It just hisses out along the side. So tell me how many D8 you have
How many, what?
for your...
Oh. I was like, I'm taking more damage?
No.
What was the damage you took originally? Sorry, just 15?
Is it
18?
18?
All right, let me just make sure I don't forget to take that off.
So you want
3d8?
Yeah, you'll want to roll for that.
Yeah. Because I can't cast it at a higher level yet. Yeah, 3d8 radiant. 7
Nice.
plus 5
13,
plus 1.
13.
14,
14. I can't add.
okay, go.
Don't listen to me.
50. Rosie Beestinger,
What?
it's your turn.
Oh.
So this thing, obviously it's slower. Being capered on by Mystic Reindeer
Okay.
definitely slows your roll a little bit.
How close am I to it?
You can be as close as you want to, because it's a amalgamate being.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give it the stuff. I'll do the other stuff again. 17, 24, 23, 14.
Okay, that's quite good.
Which one's hit?
Because it's occupying the entire room on the ground. Even the 14 is okay.
Okay. And I will try to stun with my hits.
You do not.
I get to stun every time I hit.
That's a lot of stuns.
Roll 3 more times, please.
Okay, no, still good. No, less good.
Okay. So now he's stunned, can't attack until beginning of my next turn, and you all have advantage.
It's just a confused puddle.
8, 6, 9, 7, 16 plus 14, 30.
That's really good.
I'm blowing through these key
So
points.
yeah, so you're just bringing the staff down, feet, fists. It's recoiling with each strike. Walnut on grass.
So it will again
Is it time to sear?
take the searing. I don't have to even do anything for that. That's just something that happens to it. So we'll do that again. 3. Plus 5.
8,
Plus 2.
10,
Plus 4.
14.
Plus 3.
17.
17.
Take
All right, so
17.
take 17.
It does.
And then,
They do.
And then, because I can still do something else,
You can.
is, as long as it's not a concentration thing. Okay. So I am going to use, for the first time, this cantrip called Primal Savagery,
Ooh.
where I channel primal magic and cause my teeth and fingernails to sharpen, and I can deliver a corrosive attack.
What? The hell?
Yeah. And it will take some acid damage as well if I get it. And I will cast it at the... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So I get 2d10. But let's see. Let's see if I hit. 20.
Yeah.
Dang.
Acid?
Yeah. She nasty.
Hell!
12.
12.
Wow.
Just with your bare hands and just mouth.
I'm angry.
Do you bite it?
Yeah, I bite it.
Ew.
So you collapse into this thing, and it rises up in front of you to try to envelop you, and you are just tearing it apart until eventually you bite it and you claw straight through it. It just comes apart in ribbons,
Yes.
collapses back, and just shudders. Imagine a dark pudding. Happy Valentine's Day.
Ew.
Love making that pudding.
Ew.
Wait, it shudders?
Oh, it's gone.
Yes. I'm continuing to claw at it even after it's done.
It's cold.
Yeah. You feel a hand on your shoulder.
I turn around and I'm like eyes wild, hair wild, teeth
Meat,
long.
yeah, the meat is still hanging off.
The silver mask is utterly placid, but it says, "Conserve your strength
For what?
for whatever comes next."
She'll take a deep breath and like smooth her hair out And then as she does, her nails and teeth go back to normal.
Teen Wolf.
She straightens up.
Yeah.
The mask says, "This body wants to kiss you."
And Walnut says, "Are you who I think you are?" Really quietly. So quiet. Whisper on the wind.
I am penitent. But I have a partner in Brahma.
And then Walnut smells those sweet strawberries, and she smooches her.
On the
Mask
mask,
on?
dude, this is all
The mask.
mask on.
Mask on.
So she kisses the mask. There's a little like.
Happy
I love it. Well, listen,
Valentine's
happy
Day.
Valentine's Day. Listen, I'm gonna stop it there because it's too good, and then we're gonna go to our break, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna do a truncated, but not less vigorous.
More vigorous than anything.
If anything,
Just
a
talk
more
very fast. Just
frenzied coupling
Credit.
for your Valentine's Day enjoyment.
Finally.
Right? We've been waiting. We'll get to it. We'll say our goodbyes. Then we'll all try to go home in as safe a manner as possible. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
What is it?